12-sided dice with different designs on it for a fun Christmas game. So first you're going to need to cut out a bunch of pentagons. You're going to need 12 of them. And you can start by cutting out the edges. I've already got 3 of my edges cut out, but I'm going to show you how to cut out 2 more. I usually start and give myself a little bit of room because it tends to fray where you start it. So if you give yourself a little extra room and start the cutting process before your actual point that you want, you'll get a straighter and cleaner line. Also, try to keep your point down and you will slice through better because it will be sharper. And then you've got one of your 12 pentagons that you need. Alright, so the way that I start this is I put the tape on half of one of them, and then I come up and put the other one up as best of a fit as you can. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. And you're going to smooth the tape over onto that one. Grab another piece of tape, and I have cut these pieces of tape close to the same length as the edges. You can butt up the next one again. And you can pull this one in tight. And again, you just kind of smooth it over. From here, I find it easiest to then do this half on here and this one onto there so it doesn't wiggle around on you. And you can always adjust the tape too if you need to. If it's a little too long, you can fold it over and it won't affect anything. Or if you need to, like here, it's a little bit too long on this side, so I'll just cut it right at that tip and you can fold it over on itself. And then I move on to the next piece. So for the inside, to make it a little extra sturdy, it's nice to be able to reinforce it with some other tape. It doesn't have to be white, but this way you can see it a little bit better on the screen. I tend to fold it over on itself and kind of nudge it right up to that area where the line is, and then I smooth it down onto that one, and then take my fingers and smooth it down on this one as well. And that helps to reinforce it. Make sure you get all the edges really well, but if you need to, you can always go back and get some of the edges again. You'll kind of see if it's not staying on properly. And you can tell I'm not really measuring to make sure it's quite in the center, but I'm kind of eyeballing it. We will go over it and put on a little border, which helps make it look a little bit more evenly put in the middle. So now I'm going to tape these two sides together. I'm going to get some of this white tape on the inside ready to go. And I've got the other half over here. And I'm going to try to line it up so it's got some different guys showing. And we're just going to line up and try to get the white tape. I'm just going to kind of set it in there on the other ones because they're not going to be super secure, but it will help. And I'm kind of folding over the white tape, that one that sits on it. It'll get a little bit of that stickiness on there. And I come through with the black tape. And again, do kind of like the half and half thing. Time. Alright, so some glitter edges. We have some glitter duct tape. It's super cute, adorable. And to make it so it doesn't cover up all of the black edging, because I do like having that black to break it up, I have been cutting the strips kind of similar to the size of one of these edges of the picture, or of the block, I mean. And then cutting it in half. So you get half the amount of glitter. And the way that I've been putting it on here, make it nice and easy, is I kind of hold it nice and tight, and I find that edge along where it is in the middle of that tape, and then I fold it over that edge. And you can always just cover it with a little bit more tape if you ever have an area that doesn't line up properly. Alright, so after all the edges are glittered, we're gonna go in and line the pictures. We'll do her because she's my favorite. To do this, I take a piece of that same duct tape, cut to approximately the size of the picture, maybe a little bit longer because it's better to be longer than shorter. because you can cut off the excess. And then I actually cut this 5 times into 5 little strips. So I like to leave a little bit of the black edging of the original black duct tape between, and then I'll cut just a little bit of excess off. And then I come back around with another strip and line it up with the corner of that one, and then bring it to the edge. It doesn't have to be right on the picture because they're already glued down, so it's not like the tape is holding the pictures. It might hold it if the edges are a little bit off, but it's really just to make it pop a little bit. So again, line it up, edge. And the glitter duct tape is a little less sticky, so you can adjust it if you need to. This is Plaza sideways. No, that doesn't work.